Hold on, guys, okay?
All right, welcome to our weekly Zoom. I do apologize for the way I look, and I'm not going to be talking a lot on this Zoom. I have some great leaders that's going to take over for me. I am not feeling well, not well at all. And honestly, this is, I think, one of the first times I've been sick since I started thriving, and my year is actually tomorrow, so it's pretty exciting.
Yay. Do you want to mute everybody, Dee?
Okay, I think everybody's muted. So if you need to talk, just unmute yourself, please. So I just want to talk about a couple things before I hand it over to Ashley and Michelle. I'm so excited for April. I know we're not in April yet, but I'm so excited. Like, this has been one of our biggest months so far, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. We're just starting our busy season, and I see the momentum. All of you guys, your business is booming, and this is just the start. So I'm so excited for what's to come. So April, I've been talking to a couple leaders, 80K and 200Ks, that have had some success this past month, especially Stephanie Grafchick. If you don't know her, she's an 80K. She implemented a new program with her team, and she added me to her team page. So I've kind of been getting an idea of.
Hold on. Is that the one that I asked her about in our leadership page?
Yeah. So she added me to it. So I have all the information. This is what we're going to implement as of April 1st. It's a commit 30 push. It is going to be only for those who are 100% committed to do daily tasks to grow your business. This is to grow your business. For an example, last month in February, she ended her volume at $92,000. And because of this group, she added an additional $60,000. So she's ending this month around 151. So she's has seen a lot of success with her team with this group. There's some of you that we'll be adding right away. Some of you we're not adding everybody. You have to let us know that you want to be added. We will be posting about this, and you need to let your leader know that you want to be added, and we will definitely add you. But like I said, this is something that you need to commit a day every day to. It's going to be a daily task. It's little things. It's not going to be go a scavenger hunt. There's going to be a weekend or a week where you have to complete a scavenger hunt. There's going to be, you have to hand out your business card, but you need to take a picture, and there's going to be prizes. So I'm pretty excited for this, and so this will be for the entire month of April. We are just sorting out the details right now and creating the group. So once we have everything in place, we will definitely post that so we can start adding you guys to that, and it will start April 1st.
And you guys, I'm telling you right now, this is one thing that in the last year since we started, that we have seen such an explosion of the businesses that are involved in this challenge for March alone. So by implementing this with our team, you guys, the sky's the limit. I mean, Stephanie has already proven that she doubled her volume in 30 days by doing this. So I've always said, you guys, leaders are leaders for a reason. They're where they are for a reason. They know what they're doing. So if something is working for another leader, whether it works for you or not, if you don't try, you're never going to know. So what Danny and I have ultimately come down to is we know people who are going to be automatically added to this group because we know those people are going to do each and every challenge. They're going to, step above and beyond and go out of their comfort zone. And it's not just to grow your business, you guys. This is for huge incentives, whether it's cash prizes, product prizes, whatever the case may be. Not that we should need any incentives because our paycheck should be incentive enough. So this is really going out of Stephanie's way to even share this, because we're not with Stephanie. Okay, so this is huge. This is what this company and this business is about, and she is a prime example of that. And I just feel like we really owe her a lot for even sharing this with us, because she didn't have to take on that extra work. So that's why it's so important to tell you guys right now that not everybody is going to be added, okay? And, you know, whether it's myself, Danny, or Ashley, doing the interviews, talking to you guys, seeing exactly what you want to do, if you're all in, hell, you are all in, and you're going to come in and you're more than welcome. But the one thing we can't do is add every single person on the team, because if you really aren't going to be all in, you're going to be pulled, okay? So I would rather you just think about, when we tell you guys what the challenges are going to be, what it's going to consist of, if you feel comfortable enough to do that, which you should be comfortable enough to do anything if you want to make $100,000 a week, okay? If you're comfortable enough to do everything that we tell you, yes, we will absolutely add you. If you're not quite sure, then we'll give you maybe a challenge to do on the side, and that's kind of like your way of earning the spot in the group to see if you're prepared for it. So this is going to be huge. Ashley did, who was it? Sarah's? Did Sarah run the last one? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, it
Ashley
was Sarah
legitimately exploded that month. She exploded. She was the only one on the team that did every single challenge that was put out there. So that's my example to tell you. I already know I'm going to put Ashley in there, because Ashley's already gone above and beyond and proven that she's willing to do whatever it takes to hit that 200K rank. So I know you guys aren't getting a lot of the logistics right now, because it's still a work in process, but keep it in the back of your head. Think of things that you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. And if you're scared of something, like lives, and you want to practice, then what you need to do is reach out to one of us, and let's get those interviews going on Facebook and get you used to going live, because it's not that hard.
These tasks are going to be made for you to step out of your because we don't grow within our comfort zone. So we need to get out of our comfort zone. We need to do things that maybe we wouldn't think of doing.
How the hell are we going to get Ashley out of her comfort zone? I don't even think she has a comfort zone. We need to really challenge her, because I really, honestly, I don't think she has a comfort zone.
Well, maybe doing things that maybe she hasn't done in the past. I don't know. I don't know what she does on a daily basis. So maybe, I don't know. I got some really great ideas.
I got some ideas.
Awesome. So write them down. You know what I mean, Ash? Write them down, and once we get the logistics of everything, then we can implement that.
And if you don't want to be a part of this group, that's okay. There's no harm, no foul. There's nothing against you. This is just for those that want to grow their business at a faster rate. This is all that's what it's going to be for.
We are not going to, sorry, Danny, we're not going to push anybody to do anything, and I don't want anybody to feel, I just don't want you to feel bad if you don't feel like this is something you want to do, because this is your business. We're not your boss, and we're not going to tell you, hey, if you're not going to do this, then we're not going to help you anymore. No, that just means that you need a little more help, and that's fine. That's what we're here for. If you're not comfortable with this idea, if you're not comfortable with what we come up with, please make sure you tell us. It's okay. And we're not going to add anybody unless we talk to you first. So it's not like we're just going to go through and add everybody. We're not. We're going to talk to every single one of you, find out if this is for you, and then we'll start adding. So you don't even have to say it out loud whether it's something you want to do or not. Nobody will even know.
Right. Also, like Stephanie was telling me, she has 1,400 promoters on her team, and only 120 are in her group, her March push group. So, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I don't want anybody to do anything that they're not comfortable doing. So, I'm really excited for that, and I'm hoping by the end of the week we can start adding those that are interested, and we'll start rocking and rolling on Sunday. So,
Sunday's Easter.
I know, and what is it? April Fool's Day.
Yeah, let's start on Monday.
Well, it won't.
I feel like that's a jinx.
The first task won't be on Sunday. It will be more of an introduction. It will be more of things like that. So, just because it's Easter doesn't mean we stop working, Ashley.
I know. I find my most people on holidays.
I don't.
She's just not allowed to talk when she's eating, so they'll be eating all day.
All right, so I'm going to hand it off to Ashley. I know she has something she wants to talk about, and so does Michelle. I'm just going to sit back and listen. Thanks, guys.
Okay, mine is super easy, simple. I just wanted to talk about follow-up and getting your customers to thrive for free. And I know there's a lot of new people on here, so I think that it's like super important to talk about it at the very beginning. I've also been working on it as far as, sorry, he's bringing the baby upstairs. I get really loud. Okay, so I've also been working on making sure you follow up with every single customer. So in our upline pages, we talked about not just signing a free promoter, but signing a free promoter or customer that actually really wants to do it. So if they don't get started right away, that's fine, but follow up with them. You should have a list. And Danny actually keeps like an index card book thing. I'm awful with that. I use my calendar. And write down dates on there on every single time that you're following up with this person. So I'm going to pull someone out, and I'm going to actually pick on her right now because she's a great example. So Rihanna has been, hold on guys. Rihanna has been following me for a year now. And I looked at her account, and she's always been a free customer. We used to work together. So I would follow up with her every time I ran a sale. Maybe once a month, every other month. Now that's a free customer account. And hey, so are you ready to give this a try? Let's do this. Nope, nope, nope. Never was ready. Never wanted to try it. Finally, almost exactly a year later, she decided, okay, let's do it. And now she's not even just a customer, she's a promoter. So following up is huge. Yes, the bigger you get, the harder it's going to get. Not going to lie, I didn't do this in the beginning. Bad mistake. Because if you're not going to do it in the beginning, you're going to create a hell of a lot more work for yourself a year later. Because I'm starting it now. And that's the nice thing about learning from people who have been in it for a little bit longer. You can learn from our mistakes. So I can't drill anything else into you. Doing follow-up is going to be the biggest thing you can do for your business. And then once you get them going, you're going to bed? Okay, good night, honey. Sorry, guys. Once you get them going, then you want to, one, if they're a promoter, help them. Do everything you possibly can to help them. Use your credits. Use promo codes. Don't let them not hit those bonuses. Don't let them not realize their full potential. Rihanna gets to be my guinea pig tonight, but she's never done network marketing of any kind before, ever, period. And she doesn't know what a live is or what even this app that we're using right now. It's our responsibility to teach that to anybody who's new. If you sign one person, now you're their leader. You need to teach them. It doesn't matter if they're a free promoter or a free customer. It's your job to teach them. So for a customer, getting them to thrive for free is amazing. Sandy is absolutely incredible on it. And all she does is the same exact thing. She will follow up with every single customer. How's it going? How are you doing? Okay, so let's come up with some ideas on how to get you to thrive. Who can you reach out to? And now all they need is 2 people. So right now what I've been doing, because I feel like I slacked in that area as well, I've been reaching out to all of my customers who are not thriving for free and telling them I'll do incentives to get them going. You can try whatever add-on product. You can run incentives for their customers that they get going. So I have them add me to a 3-way chat. Earlier today, we did it 2 different ways. She messaged the person that was on her post and did it on her own. It didn't work out so hot. So I told her, okay, this is what I want you to do from here on out. Just add them to the chat. And then when you get them in the chat, say, hey, this is my friend Ashley. She got me started with Thrive. She's going to explain to you how amazing it is and why I got started. That's it. Don't bombard them. You need to keep it simple. So when they get in there, you're just going to tell them, okay, so what do you know about Thrive? The more simple you keep this, the easier it is you're going to land someone. So I have them always put them in a 3-way chat. Then you're going to get them right now. My one girl is almost to the point of thriving for free, and she did it in a day. Now, once you get them thriving for free, then you can turn it over to a promoter. Let's think about getting you to become a promoter. Who else can you get? Who do you think could use the money? Every step you take is just going to build your business. It's going to help them.
Let me bump in a minute because you just said something. So I want to give you guys an example. If Ashley gets one person thriving for free and it's a customer, that means they got 2 customers on an auto ship. Okay. Now they're a customer with 2 customers. If they push that promoter button now, all they need is 2 promoters with an upgrade. Okay. So instead of enrolling 50 million free promoters, start them as a customer. That way they only have 2 more to get once they're thriving for free. Sorry, yes, I wanted to get that out there.
Oh, it's okay. That is perfect timing. And I was pretty much done anyway, because I don't want to give you guys a ton of information. I know when I was new, I'd be, oh my God, this is too much. I can't take it. And I know there's a ton of newer people on here. So just keep it simple, guys. Put them in a 3-way chat. If your upline's not ready to do a 3-way chat, tell them, I need to do these 3-way chats. Who do I go to? What do I do? And you will have somebody that can help you. I try to make myself available pretty much all day long. So if you need to follow anybody that's in here, to friend them, whatever you need to do, so that way any of us are available for you.
Good.
Your turn, Michelle, unless you want to add anything to that, but I don't want to give them too much information.
You guys, don't be afraid to ask us to help you with 3-way chats, because I've had a lot of people, you know, I'm seeing a lot of people posting on the pages and in the chats. I've got a potential. I've got a potential. I've got a potential. So me, Ashley, Danny, Allison, we're all sitting back waiting for you guys to message us and say, ready for a 3-way chat, or just throw us in one. Because you guys have to keep in mind, we can't start those 3-way chats for you. That's your Facebook friend. You have to start the 3-way chat, okay? So Ashley and Danny are extremely good with 3-way chats. I am not the best because I talk too much, but I will obviously still help. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so yeah, that was really all I wanted to add as far as the 3-way chats are concerned. You guys, if you're having problems landing people, then my suggestion to you is, yes, Mark.
Oh yeah, Mark does this full time now.
Mark is Danny's husband. For any of you who don't know, Mark is Danny's husband. And if you have a man that's interested, or your husbands want to learn more about it, your boyfriends want to learn more about it, brothers, fathers, whatever the case may be, get them on a FaceTime with Mark. He can land pretty much anything. So keep that in mind, you guys. It's just not girls. We do have Mark here too. Now, I'm on a live Zoom, so you gotta talk quietly because you're not muted. Ashley had brought up credits and helping the people below you. You guys, I'm going to tell you what. I got to 40K, not because I'm a mass enroller, but because I am on top of my girls to VIP. That is the most duplicatable thing in the entire world. And when you first get a promoter to enroll with you, your focus for them is to VIP. If you're not helping them VIP, what is that teaching them to do with their new promoters? So if you're teaching your new promoters that first 48 hours, all you're talking about is VIP, nothing else. I sign a promoter, and the only thing they watch is what you do in your first 24 to 48 hours, and that's it. Once they watch that, that puts everything into place and can be implemented as far as getting them to VIP and helping their teams to VIP. Holly had a really great idea the other day. She had asked if we could use incentives that weren't money and weren't credit. So her example is, I believe it was a Bluetooth. She was giving away free Bluetooth for the first person that, you know, started the Thrive experience, or, you know, you can give away anything you want. You know what I mean? Look around your house. What do you have? Post it on Facebook if it's something amazing and be like, I have one gift coming into this business. If you want to join me, you know, you get a free Bluetooth, whatever the case may be. As far as
I really like that idea.
Yeah, I did. I never thought of it until she brought it up. She's like, I got this brand new Bluetooth. Can I offer that as an incentive? I had to message Danny because I didn't know.
Well,
like,
Michelle, I was going to say really quick, the reason I thought of that is because, like, I know it sounds weird, but people are super like, okay, yes, the money is amazing, obviously, but for some reason, for the people that I know, they can grasp like a $10 item way better than saying $100,000 a week. You know what I mean? Like, right. I'm going to approach people and be like, hey, because I've worked for other companies and I still love the other products. They're not competing products. Like, I have skincare products and stuff like that. So I'm like, hey, y'all were interested in the skincare products before, become a promoter with me and you can have a $25 spa package from me. And they're like, oh yeah, I definitely want to do that. And I'm not out any money, and it's not hurting me in any way. And for some reason that is more interesting to them than, $100,000 a month. For people who are new to, direct marketing, I think that those giant numbers are like crazy and seem really unrealistic. So that to me was just like something that I could easily be like, here's something that is right in front of you that's easily attainable. But I'm obviously not going to give it to someone who buys like, for lack of a better word, like a cheap kit. It has to be like the $200 kit or something like that.
Right, exactly. And, like you said, making it relatable. People are more relatable to, how could you not want to make $10,000 a week? That's not realistic. To somebody who's never done network marketing, or to somebody who has never seen a check like that or doesn't have friends with checks like that, that's not realistic. But for them to hear, I'm going to get a brand new Bluetooth, hell yeah, I'll get a $150 package with a $100 Bluetooth. They don't need to know. Okay? So that's another thing I wanted to throw out there, you guys. Please make sure that you're offering your new promoters your credits. The first thing I did was handed Holly down $100 in credit. Okay? She didn't have her product. She had nothing. So now she has something to offer her potential. She's got $100. You got to do that, you guys. I know a lot of you want to buy your own product. I totally get that. But I don't think I've ever, but maybe once in a year, maybe twice, spent my own credits on myself. They all go to my potentials to help them start thriving. So keep that in mind too, you guys. So this is what Danny and I kind of came up with like 5 minutes before we even started the Zoom. It was just like an aha moment. I had somebody that wants to join as a promoter again, and they wanted to learn more about it. Well, as a 40K, you have told thousands of people about it, and it's exhausting. Okay? So you get so many people, you guys are going to get so slammed once April, May, June, July come. You're going to have so many promoters that you're going to get sick of telling people what it's about. Okay? So this is what I came up with. Danny was thinking of this too. What do you guys think about doing a Zoom every single week? Say like on a Tuesday, I got to look at Ashley's face. Hang on. Say like on a Tuesday or whatever, 8 o'clock at night, where we have a Zoom every week for everybody to invite their potentials on. Whether it's potential customers or potential promoters, we get all these people on a Zoom together. We introduce the product, we introduce the business, and then we open the floor to everybody to ask questions. That way, the new people who aren't comfortable with it, that have like Holly, I know Holly's got like 30 potentials right now. Her fingers are falling off. So how huge would that be for Holly to have one Zoom that she can invite all of her friends to? It's like an online virtual local. If you think about it, why aren't we having Zoom locals? people can never attend these home locals, so not why not have a Zoom local? So invite all of your potential promoters, your potential customers, and we'll have 2 or 3 of us on. We'll take turns. Maybe it's Danny and Allison one week. Maybe it's Danny and Ashley one week. Maybe it's me and Lori one week. It doesn't have to be where there's 20,000 promoters on as well. Okay, the ones that invite your potentials, obviously they're going to be on, but we're going to keep it to the leaders as far as answering questions and just let them all ask their questions right on the Zoom. What do you think about that, Ashley?
Okay, so should we lead it like, say when I do a living room local, that I just have people over and I'm like, okay, this is my story. This is why I did it. It literally takes me 5-10 minutes to explain it. I don't have to go into a crazy one like we do on the lives, and keep it simple. And then just, yeah. Okay, so what kind of questions do you have?
The only thing we're going to be talking about, let's say we get a whole Zoom for potential customers. Like, that's all we have in this Zoom. We're going to give them maybe 1 or 2 stories tops, because we don't want to make it, an hour process. But at least get 2 very different stories, and those 2 different stories, give their Thrive experience. And then at the end, we can say, you guys, there's no difference between a customer and a promoter. No difference at all except the paycheck. So if this is something that sounds like a good idea to you, reach out to the person who invited you, and we can give you a little more information on that. And just, try to keep it simple. Let everybody know when they get on the Zoom. If this is not something for you, please don't hesitate. You can leave the Zoom at any time. We're going to obviously ask people before we just throw them in there, but we're going to do it belly to belly. Okay? I don't want you guys going out and mass messages about a Zoom for training. You guys make it personal. Use your voice on your messenger and say, we're going to do something for the very first time, and I'd love you to see what it's like. I'm so nervous, and I really need your support, if anything. You don't even have to make the invitation sound like it's to sell them anything. Just tell them you could use the support. Be there for me for support. Let me know how I do it. Is there anything I should change as a salesperson? You'd be surprised how many people. One of the Zooms the other day, Danny, somebody had brought that up. Not making it sound like you're a salesperson, but just asking somebody, can you hop on this live and just let me know how I do, if there's anything that you think I should have added, somebody outside of your circle. So that's another way that you guys can be inviting people too. Like, again, with this, the logistics are starting set in stone. We talked about this for 5 minutes at 5 minutes to 8. So I didn't even get a chance to call Ashley on it, but I think that would be a huge help, especially because we just got so many new hubbies on our team. I'm getting a lot of messages asking, how do I explain this?
Yeah, and it's going to be short and sweet. Just like Michelle said, a couple promoters, or even just one. I'd like to at least probably 2, so you have that third-party validation, so you kind of get 2 different stories of what the Thrive experience has done for you, how this business has changed your life, things like that. And then really quick, each with a 5-minute story, open it up to questions, and that's it. So this is going to be like a weekly thing. And because I know, Amanda Childress, she messaged me, and I haven't got back to you, Amanda. I will, I promise. Before she started, she was on the same Zoom that Michelle and Ashley and everybody who joined at that time was on, and that's what we were doing at the time. When we have a mass, like a huge group, a huge team coming in, that's what we do. We get on a Zoom and we all talk, and you hear our story, you hear about the products, and it's just the quickest way to get to the most amount of people.
And they can see our faces. They can hear our voices, and they can see that, it's not just Ashley. Ashley's been messaging me for 6 months about this. I still don't know if I believe it. Well, get this person on a Zoom. Now you're going to see about 20 other people that are having the same experiences. Because believe it or not, the ones that you think trust you most are the ones that are questioning you the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys don't already know, your friends and your family are going to be the last to join you.
Yeah, always.
They don't, they're the most skeptical. So, so that's another thing that we hope to start implementing starting in April. So, we want to make sure that, yeah, right, Amanda. Yep. We want to just make sure that we have everything in place, for you guys to be successful, for you guys to grow your business, because April's going to be a big month. I'm excited. So, I know. Anything else? Anybody else have anything?
You guys, I just want to say something else. If you feel like you're not going as quickly, we need to do a book with a 30-day push. Yes, Holly, I absolutely agree. That's a really good idea. We'll touch base on that. Shit. That's my life. Start a sentence and forget the rest of it.
Moving as quickly as you want. Growing as quickly as you want.
Oh, yeah. If you guys aren't progressing as quickly as you want to, then don't be afraid to reach out to somebody and say, hey, go hop on my Facebook. Tell me if there's anything else I could be doing. Tell me else I could be doing, anything like that. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, the first thing I'm going to do, if you come to me and say, I can't get any customers, I can't get any promoters, I'm not going to answer you. I'm just going to go to your Facebook page and I'm going to see how much you've been posting. Okay? And that's what I'm going to throw back at you. So just keep that in mind. Any of the newer cups that are on tonight, and there's a lot of them, if you guys need to hear other stories than just your upline, or you need to hear other success stories, Danny and I both being a 40K, Danny's getting ready to hit 80, don't be afraid to reach out to one of us. We can tell you, we do have validation that this company is absolutely worth it. The business is worth it, and the paychecks are thick. Okay. So I can tell you right now at 40K, I am making the equivalent of 2 to 3 full-time 40 to 60 hour a week jobs. Okay. And that's all from home. I put everything on the back burner for the first 90 days. I did nothing but work this business. I couldn't tell you if my kids showered or not. Because you know what? After that 90 days was done, I had already hit 12K within my first 2 weeks. You guys, it's so important. Just put everything on the back burner and give it all you've got. It is so worth it. You're working from home, you guys. I mean, if you want to stay at your 9-to-5 job, or if you want to go to work for corporate America and build somebody else's dream, that's totally up to you, because I'm not your boss. But what I am going to do is I'm going to push your asses as hard as I can, because I see those weekly paychecks, and I want that for every single one of you. Okay? Danielle, I'm going to call you out. She was, feeling a little down. She kind of felt like she was in a funk. So she asked Danny and I to meet up with her one day, and she just picked their brains, and she's like, oh my God, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Because sometimes we are overthinking it. And now I'm seeing her posting and putting into place every single thing that we had suggested, and she's getting a lot of interaction from that. You guys have, Holly, was there anything you wanted to add?
I just think with the 30-day push, obviously I know not everyone's going to get on it, but I just wanted to kind of give my own story on that, because in my previous company, the same company that me and Michelle were in together, I had struggled, at the beginning, because I just didn't know what to do. And we did a 30-day push. I think they had us do a 90-day push eventually, but we did a 30-day push. And I remember them saying things like, your laundry can wait, your kids, obviously take care of your kids. But, if you work really hard now in this business, that in 3 to 5 years, which potentially with this business, it could be quicker, but, in 3 to 5 years, you don't have to work anymore, And so I remember putting you said, on the back burner, and just doing everything that they asked. It didn't matter how uncomfortable it made me. And every time that I got to those moments where I was like, man, I don't want to do that. For me, I would look at my kids and be like, okay, I don't want to have to leave them in daycare. I don't want to have to, tell them that I can't afford the things that the sports and stuff that they do and stuff like that. And so I would do the things that made me uncomfortable. And now I'll go live and I look like total crap. I don't even care. I will go on with no makeup on. The other day I did a live, I just got out of the shower, I looked horrible. But that's because I finally just stepped out of my comfort zone. And I'm telling you, that month that I did that, in my previous company, I was what's called an executive. That's the very beginning of the company. And within that 30 days, I went to what's double diamond in that company, which is 3 from the top level. It took me 30 days to do it. And it's just because I spent every minute. I mean, people think, especially as moms or dads, we think we're so busy, but you sit down to go to the bathroom, work your business when you're sitting down to go to the bathroom. When you're sitting down watching Netflix at night, you're like, oh, I'm so busy. But like I watch One Tree Hill every single night. But while I'm watching One Tree Hill, I have my MacBook and my phone and I'm just messaging everyone. You know, there's times that you can, every moment of the day, I can figure out, like right now I'm cooking dinner for my kids, but I'm on this Zoom, you know. I was eating the whole time while cooking for them. Like I will put everything on the back burner to make this work because I mean, I know I've seen it firsthand. I mean, I know Michelle, I've known her for years. I met her through my previous business, you know, and I know that I 110% know that this business works. I have no doubt in that. Like, I mean, the product, and I said it the other day to like my little group that I have, and I think, and then there's a chat that I'm part of with Michelle, but like, I feel like with this, you're doing people an injustice by not sharing it with them. You're not a salesperson. You're not annoying them. For me, this changed my life. Like, I'm not even joking. I haven't even been doing it a full month right now, but within the first day, it changed so many things for me, you know? And so I just feel like if you're willing to do the 30 days, it will change your life. I have no doubts about it. If you listen to the things that Michelle and Ashley and Danny and whoever else, you know, teach us, if you follow them, everything that they've done, obviously they have become successful with it. They're not lying about it. So if we do what they say, we will be successful also. So I'm telling you from prior experience, 30-day pushes are life-changing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Mark just said, if your mouth is closed, your business is closed.
Exactly.
I want to add to that too, because not everybody on here does know me. And I did it. I stay home. I was working and my job was extremely stressful. When I first started this, I was doing this and I was working full time. I was on the road. So when I was on the road, I was doing what Holly was saying, and I was literally taking every minute that I had. Okay, it's time for me to go live. I have an hour drive. I'm going to do it right now. Like, there was no, I wasn't going to work. I didn't want to do it. I did not want to give somebody else my time when my daughter was going to a daycare. I wasn't okay with it. I couldn't leave her. I couldn't do it anymore. And I knew that I had to do something to stay home, and I did it.
Now Ashley
took me
is
like
not
a month.
only Ashley's not only a 12K, but Ashley has also built her husband to a 12K. So now they're both looking at retirement. I mean, once she hits 40, Ronnie hits 40, if they can sit back, they're making more than any full-time job could possibly make. And she's got, you know, 3 kids, dogs. She was working 60, 70 hours a week, and she still made it happen.
Right, and it's definitely possible. And now I'm actually making more than I was making at that full-time job, like a lot more.
Yeah.
One other thing I want to touch on, you know, if you know me, you know that you can always copy and use my posts, things like that on Facebook. Over the last week, a lot of you, like, okay, so I don't remember if you remember, we had this burn video.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you're bringing this up. I completely forgot about it.
I made a post and I linked my website to this burn video it's a landing page on my website, whatever. Several people, I don't think anybody in this group, but several people, and I'm talking about higher ups, copied and pasted my post. I had
now you guys know you can see your website traffic and see how many people go to your website in your cloud office. And those drop downs, if you go to reports, there's a thing called website traffic, which will show you how many people went on your page that day. Okay, so go ahead, Danny.
So I'm anywhere between, on slow days, 5 website hits, 40 good days, whatever. I had almost 600 website hits in one day. One day.
Because somebody else copied and pasted her post. All these people just sent Danny all these potentials. You guys don't copy and paste. I cannot stress it enough.
Well,
Danny has 600 website hits.
Just make sure that you are reading through. I know that Danielle, this happened to Danielle too. Somebody copied and pasted one of her posts, and on it said something about, you know, Danielle has some health issues. Was it like kidney failure? So I have kidney failure.
Oh, I saw that.
Somebody copied and pasted it, and who doesn't have health issues? You know, so they're getting questions like, oh my gosh, you know, whatever. So just make sure that you're reading what you're copying, reading it all the way through, making sure that, you know, you change it up to make it sound like you.
Make it yours.
Yeah, make it yours. Go ahead, you know, take the idea, you know, but you need to change some of it to make sure that it relates to you, that it sounds like you. So, because I'm telling you, I a lot of people have come to me because of them coming to my website. So, and so you don't want to miss out on any potentials or anything like that. And just, you know, if it doesn't sound like you, if it's not something that you would normally say or how you would talk, just reword it.
Yeah, I mean, I've copied them. Some people come up with some amazing posts.
Absolutely.
I will absolutely copy that bitch, paste it, but then you know what? I'm going to change it to my wording and throw some emojis, and there's something, you guys. You don't want to be copying and pasting other people's stuff because you're sending it right to her.
It's
Not
super.
you, but
It's super important if you are copy and pasting though. I did a lot of social media training like in the last 5 years. And the main thing if you're copying and posting is make sure you change the hashtags. Because if someone clicks on that hashtag and they see 55 people posting the same thing, it is not real. It's just salesy. It's like, you know.
Oh my God. I never even thought of that. Are you catching that, Danny?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like that's like the when I did the social media training with John Eric, I'm sure you guys know who he is, but that was like the main thing. It was like change hashtags, because if you are not, I mean, every other person who posted that, it just looks fake, you know. I'm not going to buy something like it changed my life, hashtag, same hashtag, you know, like it didn't change your life, it changed that first person's life. Don't lie to me. It just seems like a lie. And the other thing is with Facebook's algorithm is what it's called. This is something that I've been telling my girls, but just so everyone knows, if you're posting something, you should go, if it's anything that has to do with Thrive, or if you're doing like a positive post, you know, and you're not getting any interaction on it, it's because people aren't seeing it. So it sounds stupid to do this, but like I always wait 20 to 25 minutes if it's a post I want a lot of people to see. And if I haven't got at least 5 to 10 likes on it, I go delete it, wait about 20 minutes and repost it, because the algorithm made it to where no one else could see it. So you want to make sure that you're checking those posts.
Right.
Yeah,
So
and we did touch base on that with Danielle too, is you guys make sure that you're going through your Facebook at least once or twice a week and delete the posts, okay? So if you're scrolling through your Facebook homepage and you come to a post about Thrive and there's no like, no comment, no nothing, and it's been a day, delete that post. Take down the posts that are getting no interaction, because you don't want people to come across those posts and be like, well, this chick ain't doing shit. Like, this business isn't anything. She doesn't even have a like or a comment. Okay? So you guys also go through your Facebooks and do that too.
Also, if you're copying and pasting with the algorithm, what it's going to do is it's going to bump up the one that has the most likes, the one that has the most comments. So if, let's say, Michelle copied and pasted mine word for word, and then Ashley copied and pasted, and then Holly copied and pasted, and Amanda, okay, there's 5 different people with the same post, then Facebook's gonna see, oh, who's getting the most interaction, and that's the one that everybody's going to see. They're gonna push that one to the top, and the rest are gonna go away.
And that's not fair to the person who originally made that post. Because when we post with intention, you guys. Like I'm always saying, put your feeling, put your emotion into that. So that's not fair when somebody puts their heart and soul into a post that probably took them a good 10, 15 minutes to see it copied and pasted all over Facebook. And Facebook doesn't know if Danny posted it or Holly posted it. All they know is that everybody copied and pasted it. So who the hell is the sincere one here?
And also, what was I going to say? Shoot.
Right.
Oh, so what I do is if I see a post that I really, really like that someone maybe had just posted, I'm going to click on the 3 dots at the top and click Save Post. And then I save it, and I'm going to use it another day or tonight, or, you know, so it's not right after that person just posted it. So I usually wait a day or two, and then I go and I change up a bit, and then I repost, you know, I post mine. So it's not right after someone just posted it. So I have like hundreds of posts saved, and you can just go right up and you go to your saved posts, and you can look at them, and you can copy and paste and save the photos, do whatever you need to do, and then, you know, repost your own that way. I do that all day long because people, you know, we have some people in this industry that have some really great posts and ideas. So that's something that's really helped me get some ideas and use at a later date. So.
Allison, did you want to throw anything in tonight, honey? Because I know your team is legit blowing up too.
Sorry, I needed to unmute myself. I think what is really working for not just me, but my team is we are, you know, like you said, and if y'all can hear Mary Catherine, I'm sorry. We are posting with intention, like you said, but I make sure, and I talked about this in a live on the Thriving the Dream the other day. I don't just post Thrive stuff. I post other things. I kind of not really found my brand, but I post a lot about things that are important to me. And I always make sure that if it's a post that's getting a lot of interaction, I post something Lavelle related right behind it.
Perfect.
And I don't want to say super vague in my posts, but, and I know that Morgan has had this luck. She talks about her go-getter sticker. So she never says Thrive. She never says Lavelle. So it's going to cue somebody to say, go get her sticker. So they're going to have to ask her. I also never post I do post my website occasionally if it's like one of the teaser videos, but I want people to come to me and ask me questions before I give them my website. And I say that because if I just give somebody my website and they go on, they're going to see the price. They're not going to know that they can Thrive for free. They're not going to give me the opportunity to, you know, send them a credit or, you know, pay for their shipping or something like that. So I rarely post my link. I did the other day with the burn teaser and got like 300 website hits, but I want people coming to me and asking me for the information so that I can hype the product up. And I think that both of my girls who VIP'd, Morgan VIP'd Thursday and Christy hit, I think, on Saturday. I think they were doing the same thing. They, you know, they post, but they're not giving out all of the information on the post. So people are having.
And I want everybody to hear what she's saying. Hear what she's saying. Don't just listen, because what she's saying holds so true. Even if Holly, for those of you that weren't on last week's Zoom, Holly went on her Snapchat and took a Snapchat of herself, never said a word, just made sure her DFT was showing, and she didn't say one word about Thrive. And she landed like 3 promoters with packages that day because she said, oh my God, I'll PM you. And, you know, Holly's a lot like me in the sense of talking on Messenger, not typing, FaceTiming, stuff like that. So that is such an awesome, awesome thing, Allison, to, you know, remember, you guys, stop posting your links, stop talking about Thrive, talk about, I cannot believe, I feel like I'm 20 years old. Like, I cannot believe I feel like I'm 20 years old. I feel better today than I did when I was 20. People are going to be like, what do you mean? Why? That gives you an opportunity. Always leave it open-ended. So that way the curiosity, they're going to want to message you. They don't want to, you know, like she said, you're not going to be able to tell them how to Thrive for free. You know, they get on your website, they're like, okay, I'm not spending $150 on something I know nothing about.
Right.
People have FOMO. They have the fear of missing out. They want to know what it's doing. You know, that's huge.
And I still find that, and I'm not going to call out anybody on my team, but I found that people were still they didn't have their DFT showing like every day. And when I started as a customer, I tried to hide mine a little bit because I started this because I needed to lose some weight, and I was like, I don't want everybody to know what I'm doing. And, but like now I go to Jazzercise and I always make sure that it's showing. And so does, well, she's not my sister-in-law. She dates my brother. Hers is always showing so that people ask us about it because they can see that we both worked all day. We came to Jazzercise and we're still getting it and we're in a good mood. And I find that people can turn me down a lot less face-to-face than they can over, messenger or text. And Ashley's laughing. She knows it's true. Like, because if they see I'm hype and they see I'm in a good mood, I work a 8-hour, 10-hour day and I'm not a bitch at jazzercise. I mean, they're like, well, dang, this must work. So always make sure your DFT is showing. I don't hear anything. Anybody?
All right, absolutely, Allison. That's our business card. That's, instead of, I know my previous company, what we did, we had clothing. We went into debt to buy clothes, that said our business on it. Our DFT is our that's what we do. That's our business. That's your business card. That's gets people talking, people asking you questions. I can't even count the number of times people have come up to us and said, "Is that a nicotine patch?" No, actually, it's my wearable nutrition. It's just it's a conversation starter. Especially, I know, like Kaz Marie, she wears Christmas DFTs in the middle of summer just to get a conversation started. So Mark will wear, I just put these away but Mark wears our wild animal print. Yeah, they're feminine, but he wears it because people are like, what is that? Why are you wearing animal print?
That's a secure man.
Yeah, yeah, he just got someone at the convenience store. What was it, Friday? Saturday. It was Saturday because you took me to Syracuse.
Oh yeah, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, because they're like, why you got leopard on your hand, and like, so he gave out 2 business cards. So yeah, definitely wear your DFT in areas that people can see. I know in the winter it's hard. I've been, every now and then I'll wear it on my hand. I do not like it on my hand. It's very uncomfortable for me, but a few hours of being uncomfortable to help my business, I'll do it. So, anything else? Anybody? No? All right. I can't believe this was a fast hour. Lots of information. So we are going to start getting together all the information for the April push group, and we'll have more information about that. And then also for the weekly potential Zooms. So I'm excited for that. So we are trying to give you as much resources and giving you us as much as we can to help you succeed. So this is, if our team isn't succeeding, we're not succeeding. So I think that's all I have. How about you, Michelle?
Yeah, I'm good. I think we touched on some really good things. If anybody has any questions, please unmute yourself and ask. Don't be afraid to ask any questions. Now's the time.
Yep. All right, guys. And all right. Everybody have an amazing week. It's our last week of April, or March. Last week of March. And Ashley, shush. And I'm sick. And just finish up the month strong. So let us know if you need anything. And you'll be hearing from us soon. All right, guys. Have an amazing week.
One more thing.
Oh.
It looks like we may be having a 25K here in a couple days. So just throwing that out there. Our first 25K on the team. I'm super excited. I won't say any names.
Ashley.
I'll just give it away myself.
All right, you guys. If you guys need anything, please make sure you ask. Love you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.